it. You don't even know, or yours it might be question: should I save my money or should I spend my money? And you don't know how to go about it, right? Should I put my money in the bank? How should I save, right? Those are questions that I get every day. EK, welcome in, Road, right? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the right order to build wealth, okay? When there's a right order, it means there's also a wrong order. Right, welcome in Sky Peace, welcome in Exodus, just justified, right? R, Mr. T, yeah, when there's the right order, there's also the wrong order. And that might be the reason why some people live paycheck to paycheck. It might not be a function of that, your income really. It might be a function of the fact that you're building well the wrong way. And that's what we want to address today. The right order to building well. Welcome in Momentum, Ella, Ninja, welcome in. And those on the YouTube side, welcome in as well. We're streaming on two platforms today, both on the YouTube side, Money Talk with Dr. Lina, and also on the TikTok side, Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. Just a guy, welcome in. Ade, welcome in. How are you all doing? So welcome in. And we know exactly what we need to do. We need to tap out the live. So we get the class started as soon as we get the 5,000 taps and 50 shares. And today, I'm going to be talking about something absolutely important: the right order to building wealth. And if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. Welcoming everyone. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. Also, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So you can call me a serial investor because I also invest in the stock market. I've been investing for close to 2 decades. I've made money, I've lost money, okay? So I have made money, I've lost money, okay? That comes with the terrain, but guess what? It has also given me the opportunity to get to the multi-millionaire status under the in my 30s, right? Those risks has helped me to get to that multi-million status in my 30s. So welcome in. If that's your goal, you want to build wealth, yours might be I want to end paycheck to paycheck, right? Welcome in, welcome in. You know what to do. Click on the follow button, tap out the live, share the live, invite your friends over. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps, we get the class started. This is a class, by the way. This is a class. This is not your regular life. This is a class, and I need to change my screen, and I do not know what happened to the setting. I just do not like this. Every single time I have to do this. So tap out the live. We know exactly what we need to do. Let's start tapping out the live while I figure out how to mirror this thing. Okay, now we look better. Now we look better. Now we're looking better, right? Whenever you hear something, there's some things that I'm going to change, right? There's some things that you have learned maybe all your life. Maybe all your life. And I'm going to change it, Uche. And Uche knows some of this thing. Mr. Pascal, use the welcoming, right? There's some things that you need to change to be able to start building wealth. And until I changed that, in my own case, I did not build wealth. Even with a vice president income, vice president of technology income, professor income, I still did not build wealth until I changed my mindset about those things. And guess what? You are probably known all of this for life, right? All of your lifetime, you already know this, right? Certain things like wealth means money, okay? When somebody is wealthy, it means that the person has money. But interestingly, money is not the only type of wealth. Let's keep tapping out the life. Let's get it to 5,000 taps. We're going to be talking about the right order to build wealth. That is the topic today. It means that when there's a right order, it means there's also a wrong order. So we know exactly as soon as we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares, we get it started. So let's start tapping out the live. Let's tap it. And if you're just new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Let's get it started. And those on the YouTube, welcome in. How are you doing? We're talking about the exact order, the right order to building wealth. Right here, we talk about how do you build wealth? How do you protect the wealth? And of course, how do you transfer the wealth? Those are the three things that we talk about. How do you build wealth? CS third latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. How do you build wealth? how do you protect the wealth, and how do you transfer the wealth? So it automatically tells you that we are investors, we are generational wealth builders. Money is just a tool for us. Financial freedom is the goal. Okay? Money is just a tool for us. Financial freedom is the goal. So, whatever we're chasing, it's not about the money. It's about the money, using the money to gain the financial freedom. Olu, Abigail, latest millionaire in town. Nayo, latest millionaire in town. So, what do we mean by financial freedom, right? You can see whenever you see the millionaire here, right? This is the $1 million league. First the first, how are you? We know exactly what we need to do. Let's tap out the live. Let's get it to 5,000 taps so we can get today's class started, which is the exact order to build wealth, right? The exact order. Right here, what we talk about is more. And for those on the YouTube, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. Drop where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in United States. It's so good to have each and every one of us, both on TikTok, both on YouTube. So good to have everyone today. Awesome. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. And that's how you do it. You get your daily at me. We tap out the live. We share out the live. Those on the YouTube side, click on that subscribe button if you have not done that. Let's get the class started. I'm super excited about today. Yeah, because some people are about to get liberated when it comes to their finances. What do I mean? Certain things that, let's start with this. I mean, we need to get to 5,000 taps to get the class started though, right? Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much, Ridley. How are you? Hello. How are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, so you know exactly what we need to do. If you're just meeting us and you're just joining this community, this is the $1 Million League. Those aspiring to become millionaires in dollars, and those that are already millionaires and they're trying to become multi-millionaires. So we have some high net worth individuals here, right? So you are also a part of this. Happy to see you again as well. So welcome and click on that follow button if that sounds like what you're looking for. Even though your account might not look like it right now because you're living paycheck to paycheck, that's because you might be wielding your wealth in the wrong order. That's because you might have the wrong understanding, which is not your fault. Okay, that is what we've already been taught. That's what the society taught us. So one of it is one. Let's start with the first one. Let's keep tapping out the live. Once we get to 5,000 taps, we kick off the class. But let's start with the mates so that you understand all those things, change all those things, and you see that, it's a mindset shift. So the first thing first is here. Whenever you hear wealth, what comes to mind, guys? Whenever you hear somebody is wealthy, and we do some things differently here. Remember, I'm a professor, okay? I actually lecture in colleges. So I teach AI cybersecurity, deep learning, information management system. That's what I teach because I have my doctorate degree in strategy, business, and information management system. You can also see me in your board meeting someday because I'm also a vice president of technology. And I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. I'm an economist and also a chartered accountant. Of course, most importantly, I'm a member of a family. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. Okay, building generational wealth for my family. All right. So whenever we talk about wealth, what comes to mind, guys? So one of the things we do differently, you need to respond. It has to be an engaging session. Thank you so much. Cynthia, make sure you click on that follow button. Thank you so much. Right. Whenever you hear wealthy, Cynthia, right? Joe, Malal, whenever you hear that, Uche, whenever you hear wealthy, what comes to mind? Okay, what comes to mind? Drop it in the comment. Somebody is wealthy. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Right? Let's bust that myth. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Because we're talking about building wealth the right way, but you need to understand what wealth really means. Okay, so let's start with that. Hi, guest 66 family. Welcome in. How are you doing? Click on that subscribe button. Emilio, Cecilia, right? Cynthia, David, thank you so much for tapping out the live. I'm following. The people is rich, okay? Rich, money, Fali, you're absolutely correct. Cynthia, you're right. Money, right? Money, okay? It means money, right? Money. right? That person is wealthy. That person has money. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, welcome in. We're about starting the topic, how to build, the right order to build wealth. That's what we are teaching today. So stick around, get your pen ready. If you want to know the right order to build wealth, then, right? Asset, exactly, asset, right? That's also money, right? That's what it is. Okay. Assets and money. Exactly. That's great. That's great. Awesome. So so that's what we're going to be teaching here, right? So click on, if you're just joining us, click on that follow button, tap out the live, share out the live. Let's get our daily admin real estate choices. Yes, that is investment, right? Money investment. Thank you so much. I love the engagement. Make sure you click on that follow button if you are just joining us. Don't just sit here. Welcome in. We're going to be starting the class as soon as we get to 5,000 tabs and 50 shares. But let's bust some of those myths. Some of those lies that they've told us, okay? Some of the lies that they told us, which is why a lot of us are keeping, some of us are broke. Atavia, welcome in on the YouTube side. Welcome in. Click on that subscribe button. And one of the things that they have told us is what? Money equals wealth. What if I tell you today? Because money does not equal wealth, guys. Money does not equal wealth. Oh my goodness, right? This is all that they've told us all along. When you have money, means that you are wealthy. But how come you've heard the stories in the news that a certain CEO or a certain multimillionaire unalive himself? You've heard that before, right? So it means that there's still something missing. It means that this guy is wealthy, he has money, but then how come? I mean, that's it. He has money. Welcome in, everyone. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Welcome in. But that's because money is not wealthy. Money is one type of wealth. That's number one type of wealth. There's number two type of wealth. Have you ever heard this before, Fali? Cynthia, have you heard this before? Fali, latest millionaire in town. Because when you are building wealth, you need to understand what you are building. That is not just about money. Can you be wealthy without money? That's what we are talking about, SIP. Okay? Remember, we're saying money is one type of wealth. So how can you be wealthy if one of it is missing? Okay? As a matter of fact, there are 5 types of them, Manex. Okay? There are 5 types of wealth. So money is one part of it. To answer your question, SIP. So click on that follow button so that you can learn the remaining ones. Okay? If you're just joining us, click on that follow button if you have not done so. What's the second one? Have you heard this before? Right? Have you heard this before? Malcolm, SIP, latest millionaire in town. Have you heard health is wealth? Oh, health is wealth. You think it's just a saying. Asset is still part of money. Investment in stock is also part of money. Businesses is still money. All of those things, cash in the bank, your emergency fund, money market, all of those things are money, right? Either they are liquid or they are real estate, they are in asset form. That is still money part of it, right? But have you heard about health is wealth? Oh, yes. Have you heard about somebody has mental health issues? Have you heard about if health fails, every other thing fails? What really is wealth? Money, number one. There are 5 types. So the second type of wealth is what? Health. And unfortunately, in the quest for people chasing this money, people lose their wealth. They lose their health in the process of chasing this money wealth. So it means that whenever you are building wealth, you need to chase your money wealth. And at the same time, you need to chase your health wealth. Meaning you are taking care of yourself, both mentally, physically. Drink a lot of water. Okay? Mind your business. Manage your mental health. Do your annual physicals. Eat right, right? Or because you are working morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, and you are on call, because of that, you are eating junks. If that health fails, you will not think about this money. Because the money is what you are now going to, that you will not use this money to be chasing this wealth. So health is the second one. Now, number 3 is what is what? Have you also heard something called your network is your net worth? Your network is your network, or you are as good as the people that you associate with. Your network is your net worth. So there's something called social wealth. Social wealth, building relationships. That's another type of wealth. Your network is your net worth. So if you miss it, you walk in the midst of, like, you are a part of the multi-millionaire right now. This is the $1 million league, right? Network or social wealth, right? This is the $1 million league, the league of millionaires. So you have some high net worth individuals here. Best law, latest millionaire in town. If you are just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button. The topic for today is the right order to build wealth. But we're going to bust the myths. All those things that they have taught us, you need to unlearn it so you understand that whenever you are chasing the wealth, right? Wealth building, wealth protection. What are you protecting? What are you building? You are building the money. You are building the health. You are building your social relationships. Like this community, it's called the $1 Million League. The community of millionaires, those anticipating to become millionaires and those that are already millionaires. So we have some people that are already millionaires and they're just they're working towards becoming a multi-millionaire, trying to scale. And then we have some people that, okay, it doesn't look like in short, their account doesn't look like it, but they are taking steps, right? They are building, brick upon brick, layers upon layers. That's how you get there, because they are on their way to becoming millionaires, right? So if you're part of that, right, you think that, okay, you want to get that, you want to get to that $1 million, or you want to become financially free, or end that paycheck to paycheck cycle, and you just want to build all the 5 types of wealth, make sure you click on that follow button, like GY, the latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And 1K James, latest millionaire in town, right? So whenever you're building wealth, you are building all of this, and don't trade one for the other. Number 4, trust me, number 5 is the biggest that everyone abused, including me. I abused it for some time, right? Number 4 is something called peace wealth. You see this part of wealth protection? A lot of people don't even think about it. You have built this money. You are a multi-millionaire like myself in my 30s, right? You don't protect it. One crazy person, if you own like properties like me, I own double-digit real estate portfolio. If you own properties like me, I own and manage them, right? You own properties like me. Someone crazy person decides to pour water on the floor and decides to fall on the water that he poured by himself with his 2 eyes open, and guess what? Decides to sue you and take away everything that you worked hard for. Protection. Do you have your LLC? Do you have your umbrella policy? Do you have the minimum? Do you have a beneficiary on that your 401k account? A beneficiary on that your account? Who is the beneficiary? Do you have a living trust? Or you don't even know what we are talking about? Do you have estate planning? Is your estate planned? All of those kind of things. You are working hard to build money. You are chasing this money. You don't have insurance in place. Peace wealth. By the way, do you have your emergency fund in place? Your 3 to 6 months, or as a safety net in case that job that you are chasing, that you have been showing up for 10 years, decide to say that, you know what, you are just a piece of number, right? You are just a number. There are a lot I really need to learn. Absolutely. SIP. Remember you said money. Can we do any other thing without money? That's because that's what the system taught us. Money equals wealth, but money is not just wealth. Money is just not wealth. You have to build it. You have to protect it. That is it. Emergency fund. We're going to be talking about that as part of once we get to the 5,000 tabs and the 50 shares. 5,000 tabs and 50 shares. Hi, Joshua. Welcome in. Gideon. Welcome in. Isaac. If you're just joining us, welcome in. Today, we are talking about the right order to build wealth. But first of all, we are talking about what is even wealth? Because if your understanding or your knowledge of your perspective or knowledge of wealth is wrong, then you will be chasing just money. You need to be chasing this, and this. Health wealth, money wealth, your social wealth, your net worth is your network. Your health is wealth. Your peace wealth. Do you have your emergency fund in case That job just decide to say that, okay, you know what? We no longer need your services. 3 to 6 month living expenses. Do you have that? Peace wealth. Such that when you sleep with your eyes closed, you really, really sleep with your eyes closed. All right? You really sleep with your 2 eyes closed, right? But a lot of times we chase this, but we forget about the peace. I can start buying ETF or buy different is Tesla. I'm not sure what that means. We're talking about the wealth building first. You're talking about the money wealth. Let's fix that first, Joshua. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Let's all click on that follow button. I know we are moving. And the last one is the most interesting one. And this is the one that we chase a lot in this community. This is the one that is the most abused. Guess what? Time wealth. Time is the one of, in all of this, time is the one thing that is very limited. You only, maybe maximum you can be in this world, no matter how healthy or whatever you are. Maybe you become 100. Even at 100, you're probably like, you know what? I am so done. Right? So it means that time is limited. But guess what? The society told us something. I want something to trigger in you. Society told us something. Start working at the age of 20. Most people start working at the age of 20, especially in the Western world, in the United States, in the UK. Even some will start working at the age of 18. We know only about money. Wealth journey is very big. It is. That's why we need to understand this. But guess what? This is the only one they told us. Chase money, credit card, all those things. But you forgot about this. Time. Your time is limited. Society told us what? Start working at the age of 20. Retire at the age of 65. Be tired at 65. How many years is that? 45 years. So if you live 100 years, it means that half of your life, you are clocking in 9 to 5 every single day, right? 40 hours of your life. You're spending the remaining one sleeping, right? That's what you're doing for 45 years. Come on, guys. Yeah, that's what we're basically doing. Financial freedom. And people do it for 45 years and they're not financially free. Then they go back even after 65 years. And guess what? After 65 years, they still go back to work and be standing at Walmart and stand at this. And they say, oh, I have passion for my job. I'm on call. What call are you calling? When you should have done it you should have even retired at 50. And when I say retire, it means work optional. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you leave, right? It means that you are working because you want to work, not because you have to work to pay bills. All right? You're working because you want to work, not because you have to pay bills. They're two different things. They're two different things. And what if I tell you, and then you're like, okay, I understand, but I don't have a choice. I still need to pay bills. How am I going to pay my bills? I do understand that. That's because the same society told us what? Take your income. Use it. You deserve it. Use it to pay bills. Fund lifestyle. Something called depreciating lifestyle liability. Everyone drop DLL in the comment. New words. Work optional. What does work optional mean? Work optional means, and I'm going to show you to you. Work optional means that you don't have to work, right? But your bills are taken care of. You don't have to work, but the income that you generate on a paid job, your earned income, your active income, you are generating it somewhere else. All right, let me say that again. Work optional means that your income, your earned income, your active income, that your paycheck, right, is being replaced by something else without requiring you to be personally doing it, because you are financially free. Your ability to work because you want to work, not because you have to pay bills. Your bills will be paid regardless of if you wake up or whatever. Yes, work optional. So let me give you an instance. My day job is I'm a vice president of technology, like I said. However, I can early latest millionaire in town. And this is exactly what I teach people, right? When I say build wealth the right order, once we get to 5,000, right now we are 2,100. For those people that know me, if you don't get to that 5,000, the teaching will not start. So this is just, mindset. The teaching in itself is going to get started once we get to 5,000 tabs. If you are just joining us, welcome in. So good to have you in the $1 Million League. This is the $1 Million League, a community of those that are millionaires, right? In dollars, by the way, in dollars, in pounds, in whatever. And those that are already they're trying to scale to become multimillionaires. And then we have the people that, their goal is they aspire to become millionaires. Just like Lina, latest millionaire in town, right? They're not millionaires, like in terms of their account does not look like that. It's like the paycheck doesn't look like that, right? They're not financially free in real sense, but they are ready to follow the steps of all those people that are already there, because we follow the multimillionaires wealth blueprint. This is not get rich quick scheme, by the way. So if you're thinking, oh, it's another whatever, we don't do that here. We build long-term generational, medium-term generational wealth. Any mentorship classes, you'll find the link. I don't have mentorship classes. I have mentorship one-on-one mentorship 90 days program, and I have one-on-one what's it called? One-on-one consultation, 1 hour consultation. You would find the link in the bio. All right, but take this one first before you even start taking, the paid class. Listen to this one first, okay? Listen to this one first, and then then you can now say, oh, you know what, you want to go look at those ones. Also, I'm on YouTube. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm also streaming on YouTube, and the name on YouTube is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. The same picture, the same name. Okay, so you want to make sure you subscribe. Take advantages of those things first, right? Take advantages of those things, and then, right, you can now still say, okay, you know what? I need more. I need more of execution and holding. Then you can now say, oh, you know what? I want a one-on-one. I need mentorship. I need somebody that is going in-depth details. But take the generic, okay? Okay, SIP. All right? Okay, awesome. And if you are just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button. We do some things differently here. 5 things we do differently. Wait 1 or 2 minutes, okay? Click on that follow button. If it looks like what you're looking for, stop saving. Start investing. What do you invest in? ETF, real estate. The right order to build wealth, financial freedom. Money is not our goal here. Money is just a starting point, because money is just a tool. Our goal is all these 5 things whenever we are building wealth. Your money wealth, your health wealth, your social wealth, your peace wealth, and ultimately, most importantly, time wealth, which is financial freedom. Our goal is to teach you things like how to build your wealth. So your income, right? All of those 4 pillars of wealth creation. This is an entire curriculum. That gap that you were not taught in school, that gap, right? That entire wealth gap that you were not taught in school. You were taught how to get income, but income is just the starting point. To building wealth, you have at least 5 to 7 other things you need to do. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So once we get to 5,000 tabs, click one of the things, click on the follow button. You'll be sitting at 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Click on that follow button. Don't just sit here. The algorithm will assume that, you don't find value. It just sees that you as a BOT. So click on the follow button, tap out the live, share out the live. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me, okay? Let's all get our daily at me. Only one person has gotten their daily at me. All the OGs in the house. You don't want me to call you. Get your daily at me, okay? All the Uches and the Nunus and all of that. Get your daily at me. All right? For an hour, all of you get your daily at me, right? Tolusmo, all of you get your daily at me. And if you're just joining and you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. Don't just sit here. Just me. Exactly, right? Don't let me start calling names. You already know what to do. Just me knows that he doesn't want me to call his name. Yes, Uche, all of you, you know who you are, okay? Or yeah, he did it before I called his name. So whenever we are talking about the other myth that I need to you to bust and understand, El Amis, okay, right? The other things that I want you to bust that would let us we talked about it's your income does not equal wealth, right? The society told us something, and we are almost at 5,000. Let's keep tapping out. Let's continue tapping out the light. Society told us something. Your income, you should do what? You should put it on DLL, depreciating lifestyle liability. DLL, depreciating lifestyle liability. What is that? It's something that depreciates, it's something that is a lifestyle, and it's something that is liability, meaning it takes money from you. It says, take this your income, pay bills, and enjoy life because you work so hard for it, right? You work so hard for your money, so enjoy your life. Use your money, right? That's what the society told us. But that is the definition of paycheck to paycheck. That is why a lot of people are struggling when it comes to their finances, because all you're basically doing is a rat race, right? It's the hamster wheel, it's a cycle. Income, pay bills, income, pay bills, income, pay bills, right? That's what it is. And there's a reason why that is. You know why? Because guess what? What if I tell you that with $100 a day, a month, every single month from the age of 20, right? And you continue to do that consistently, non-stop like a clockwork, like you clock in every day to that job. What if I tell you that it would make you a multi-millionaire? $100 a month, starting from age 20. And you're like, right? But if you know, and I know, and all of us know, who is going to be clocking into that job every day? Who is going to work from age 20 to 65 at a Evan? Who is going to do it? Latest millionaire in town. Just broke free. Recreation man. Latest millionaire in town. Who is going to do that job, guys? And that's why, they say put a certain information in writing. Hide it away. Trust me, people would. It says people lack knowledge or whatever, or what's the word? People, because once you put it in writing, the lack of knowledge is what is keeping people to certain things. $100 to become a million. I posted it on my page someday and I did the calculation. You'll find it on my page. And somebody was like, how come nobody told me this? But they told you once you were 18, the first thing that the companies did was the bank. They were right there at the door giving you credit card. How to use your credit card. Come and get the plastic. That's what they taught you. So that, because remember, a slave will always be, the borrower, or the borrower is always going to be a slave to the lender. Ooh. So the borrower, so somebody that borrows money is always going to be the slave to the person that gives out the money. So it's almost like a chain holding you, because if you have this money, if you don't have all of those credit cards, you don't have all those debts, you don't have all those bills, trust me, you can easily say that, you know what, if you are on this job and it's stressing you too much, you can say, you know what, I'm okay. But because you have taken Victoria and said you're right, absolutely. But that's the reality. That's almost like a chain in the hands of so many. Because it's the mortgage. Of course, I have mortgages, okay? Not one. I own double-digit real estate portfolio, so you understand. So you understand what I mean. It's all those situations that you put yourself in, because how do you explain it that they teach us how to get credit card at the kids, teachers, and teach our children how to get credit card? Do it for them, right, at the age of 18. But nobody taught you to say, okay, you know what? Open a Roth IRA. Every single time that you make money, put money there. And by the time you retire, you become a millionaire. They forgot to teach us that. You know what I call it? I call it a selective amnesia. Because how come they removed it from the school curriculum? Modern day slavery. That's the reality. Modern day slavery. Some people in this community are already 52 years old. They are retiring. 45 years old, they are retiring. What did they do differently? They changed the scenario. Instead of putting money, taking their income and putting it, thinking that it is just meant for spending. It is just meant for bills. It is just meant for lifestyle. I deserve it. Instead of doing that, guess what? They put it towards something called ACA. Everybody drop ACA in the comment section. Where can I open RIA? Go on a normal brokerage account or do it with your employer. Open it with your employer. ACA. Thank you so much, just me. Right? Drop ACA in the comment. Everyone drop ACA. I want to make sure that you're following. Drop ACA in the comment. ACA. Thank you so much. And if you're just joining us, welcome in. Drop. If you are new here, drop I am new. Click on that follow button. Drop I am new. You're new here, drop I am new. Click on that follow button as well. You've been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, right? And you've not clicked on that follow button, you're doing us a disservice, right? You're doing us a disservice. Just being here, not clicking on that follow button. Join us. I tell you, you're new. Miko, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Welcome in. So good to have you in the $1 Million League. I'm so good to have you. And for anyone that is just meeting me, Cool Dave, latest millionaire in town. This is the $1 Million League. You see all those little things that we are talking about. Those are the things. It's not even about your income. Your income is is a factor. But beyond that is all of these things. No joke, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? And for those that are new, welcome in. I'm Dr. Lina. I have my doctorate degree. So I have my doctorate degree in strategic business and information management system. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology. Okay, so you might see me walk into your boardroom someday, right? And at the same time, I'm also a professor because I have a doctorate degree in technology. So I teach AI cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And that might explain the way I teach. It might not look like your regular social media space, okay? It's I'm more like a teacher, right? Because I am also a professor. That's because by the virtue of the fact that I have a doctorate degree. However, I'm a chartered accountant and also an economist because my bachelor's is in that, okay? D&D, and Valerie, latest millionaire in town. But most importantly, it's not even about that quadrant, latest millionaire in town. It's not about that. I'm a serial investor, D&D, latest millionaire in town. Until you, of course, I did. I have the highest level of education, okay? But beside that, right? Beside that, I'm a serial investor. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So if you are in the Texas area, it also means that you could see me. Do you also develop POS system? I'm not sure. What is POS? I don't know everything. Right? I do not know that. What does that mean? Okay. Beauty shop. Okay. Right. I do. The other thing is that I'm a serial investor. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. As a matter of fact, one of my tenants, one of the property I manage, said, "Oh, I saw you on TikTok. Can you come and mentor me?" Right, Fred and Miko, latest millionaire in town. You want to hear how I acquired my PhD as well? Okay, I'm going to be doing a series on YouTube very soon, and it's going to be how I got to that multi-millionaire status, right? Multi-millionaire status in my 30s. How I became a multi-millionaire in my 30s, and it's going to be maybe a 7-day series. And now that you talk about my PhD, how I did that, I'm going to add that into it. Point of sale. I do not understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. How does that point of sale comes to the mist, right? And the other thing is that I'm your wealth coach. I'm coming to your town for my DNP graduation. Congratulations! Awesome. That's beautiful. Congratulations. Let me know. Where are you coming to? Zeal, latest millionaire in town. Let me know. So that's going to be on YouTube. I would also put in my doctorate journey as well, right? To even tell you that I was even pregnant with my, no, I just had a baby, when I started my doctorate degree, okay? And how much I got that doing, okay? I never knew it's going to be of interest to someone, all right? But yeah, definitely, I can definitely have that in the series, or I can talk about it sometime in this life. It's something, if it's going to motivate or help someone, right? For those people in that part of that doctorate degree, PhD, and all of those, academia and all of that, and give you some tips. But welcome in everyone. YouTube name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Let me put it right here. And the same thing, YouTube, Instagram, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Please take note that we don't have a WhatsApp group right now. We don't have Telegram group. We don't do cryptocurrency. I don't share numbers. So if somebody tries to appear to be like Dr. Lina. That's not Dr. Lina, guys. If somebody even follows you because I stopped following people, God's what? Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. How do I open an ETF? We're going to be talking about that shortly. Give to latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Let's get our daily at me. Let's continue with the class. So on Instagram, I'm also Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well, right? And all the recording of my videos. So if you are just joining and you're just meeting me, we had a financial freedom drive where I was teaching 2 times a day for complete 31 days last month. And that is life changing for a lot of people, right? What is ACA? Appreciating cash flowing asset. That's what we're going to be talking about. No joke, okay? We're going to be talking about that shortly. So I did that. So if you want to find the live recording of all my sessions like this, because I'm streaming on YouTube right now as we speak, you would find it on my YouTube channel. So make sure you go there, subscribe. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Just search, right? That same name that I put there, Rejoice, latest millionaire in town, right? Make sure you do that. And as a matter of fact, I release at least 2 to 3 videos a week. It's long videos. 2 scammers reached out to me impersonating you. El Amis, I already told you. So if you haven't clicked on that follow button, guys, this is the reason why I always tell you, click on the follow button during my live. And if you can, you go on my picture. When you go on my picture, try to edit the name and change it to whatever you want to call it. Customize the name so you know it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. And by the way, don't worry, we're going to get that issue resolved very soon because we will soon be verified. We will soon be verified. So you will know that it's the one with the check button. On Instagram, we are verified. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina on Instagram. So we're not having that issue on IG, right? But very soon we should be verified. But please, before that, you see right here, go here, Cool Dave. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me, right? You see right there, change my name, coming from TikTok. Awesome. Motel Bless, so good to have you. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah, some people are going on the YouTube side. They're moving to the YouTube side. Yeah, the screen is actually upside down there. I don't know what we need to do about that because YouTube does not create an avenue. Girls, write to me private. Levani, I'm going to, the thing about it is, here, I'm going to, let me just quickly address that. There are many ways to build wealth, Levani, the right way. So click on that follow button, stick around, learn how to build money legitimately, okay? Learn how to do it the right way. There are ways you don't need to do all of that. But here the screen is okay. Yes, exactly, it is, yeah. So that's the thing. On YouTube, there's no way to mirror the screen. If anybody knows how to do it, please teach me. I'm not social media, I'm more of a teacher. All right, let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to 10,000. Let's get a daily at me. If you can give the gallery, do that. If you're sitting here, you're just joining us as well, click on that follow button. You're doing us a disservice, right? And just sitting here because that's the only language the algorithm understands. Where you click on the follow button, you tap out the live, you share out the live, you invite your friends over, you get your daily at me, right? Right there, that's the way. Just like Lenny just did. Click on that plus sign in front of your name. Lenny, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So let's continue. Appreciating cash flowing asset. So this is what changes everything. This changes the equation. You're taking that income. Latest millionaire in town. You are taking that income. Yes, the society tells you. Thank you so much. Right? You're taking that income. Igbo, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right, you're taking that income instead of you putting everything towards lifestyle. That piece of shirt, that Gucci shirt, Gucci is already suffered in my hand. That Louis Vuitton purse, right? Delay it a little bit, right? Go on, don't buy it now. Instead of you buying that Louis Vuitton, buy something a little bit cheaper. Use the money to buy ETFs, right? Buy the asset of that Louis Vuitton. It's a stock. Instead of you buying that the next very soon the new iPhone is going to come out, right? The new iPhone, an upgrade, which is not anything different from the last one, by the way, right? It's not anything different from the next one. In September, October, very soon they will tell you the new one is out to collect your money. Instead of you buying the new one, invest in Apple shares. Or better still, invest in an ETF. And I'm going to be teaching you what ETF is. The king herself. Oh my goodness, the king and herself as well. Right? And that's it. So you take the money, fund this lifestyle and bills, right? There's some things where you cannot cut in terms of bills. Your utilities, your rent, your mortgage, your housing, your transportation, your feeding, right? The babies are still going to poop in the diaper, right? You can't do all of that, right? You can't change anything about the babes pooping, right? Moist and Dabs, latest millionaire in town. You can't do anything about that. But what you can do about it is that cut that lifestyle. You don't need a Gucci diaper, right? You do not. The same way you don't need that Gucci shirt that is just one piece of cheap quality shirt that they just wrote Gucci in front of it and it becomes $1,000. And because of that Balenciaga, or did somebody tells you, oh, you know what, MS and Beckins is now your latest investment. It's not investment, my friend. It's not. It's not. Okay? It's high time we tell ourselves the truth, right? The truth of the matter is that the luxury item, 75% to 78% of the luxury item is bought by the middle class. So it means that we are acting to be rich. You are trying to compensate for what you don't have. You are trying to become wealthy. Instead of trying to look wealthy, instead of you trying to look wealthy, can you please do me a favor? Can you be actually that wealthy? Can you become that millionaire? Can you become that multi-millionaire in just a simple t-shirt and a short, but your account is reading millions? That's what is millions. That is what is wealth. Because guess what? You will have the money, you will have the peace of mind, you will have the, because now you will attract real set of people that are really wealthy, not the one keeping up with the Joneses, going to parties every weekend, and of course, trying to look wealthy, buying a purse of $10,000 but have $1,000 in the bank account. Cannot even afford to put $1,000 in that bag, in that purse that you bought. Wear a red bottom shoe called Lobotini shoes, and it's very uncomfortable, but then you are using store credits to pay for it. But guess what? That's what the society told you, because it's not your fault. Take your money, your income, fund lifestyle, because guess what? You work too hard for your money. So enjoy your life. While I agree with enjoying your life, trust me, Dr. Lina enjoys life. Dr. Lina enjoys life, right? But the only thing is that I don't enjoy the life on my income, on this active income, on this earned income, on my sweat, on my 9 to 5. I do not buy my Louis Vuitton purse or whatever purse that I have, or Louboutin shoes, or whatever, all those big names. I would not take 40 hours of my life that I know that I only have maybe 100, Gabriel, latest millionaire in town. I only have 100 years, maybe 100 years is what God has given me. Then I will take a whole 40 hours, a whole week of that life. Then I will carry that money and go and buy a purse. Abba, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. But what pays for it? ACA. What is ACA, guys? ACA is something called appreciating cash flowing asset. This one is depreciating lifestyle liability. It means that this is the end of this cycle. But this one, the cycle continues. When you take some of your income, you put it towards appreciating cash flowing asset. What are cash flowing assets? The stock market, smart investing, real estate, businesses. You put it in something that is generating something for you. Asset is something that is appreciating in value. It puts money in your pocket. I know we are all locked in. Yes, you are locked in like you are just hearing this for the first time. You're saying that, how come I wish I knew this in my 30s. I wish I knew this in my 20s. And trust me, I'm glad I knew it early, right? Because that's what brought me to that multi-millionaire status, even in my 30s. In my 30s, multi-millionaire status in dollars, by the way. Yeah, in dollars. Purchase, latest millionaire in town. Hola, Professora. Yes, Leo, how are you doing? Lily Baby, latest millionaire in town. But it's not too late. It is not too late. You're in your 50s. You're in your 40s. We're just going to do something differently. Not starting is where the problem is. But from today, we're going to change this because we are going to tell you the right way to go about it. Queen, latest millionaire in town. So when I call you a millionaire, I am telling you because if you follow the strategy, I tell you it's not if you are going to get there. It's about When. So it's not like a question of, oh, maybe, maybe not. You will get there. Somebody just literally crossed $500,000 4 weeks ago within this community, still the same income, got approval for a VA approval for a property. Someone just paid off the debt. Those are things that we do. Somebody's buying properties by the end of this year. So I teach you exactly my entire steps that I use. That's why I don't talk about IUL. I don't talk about certain things like cryptocurrency. So I'm not going to tell you. If you ask me certain things, I'll tell you I do not know, because if I don't do it, I don't tell you. This is exact step that I followed that got me to that multi-millionaire status. And if you follow the same thing, right? Meaning following the same thing that the multi-millionaires, what they do, because we use the multi-millionaires wealth blueprint. Google who Warren Buffett is. So if you are trying to think, what is she even talking about? Somebody like this, Robert Kiyosaki, long-term investing, generational wealth builder, Warren Buffett, the Lord of investing. That is what we do here. We don't do short-term trading. We don't do all of those. We're not traders. We are investors. What time do you have your online teaching? I'm teaching right now. Typically, is at 8 p.m. Central Time. But Dr. Lina, managing our health wealth, okay? Our health wealth. If I had to sleep, I would sleep, okay? My people know me, you know. My health wealth is what? Water or drink. Number 2 is my sleep. All right. Number 3 is mind my business and have my peace of mind. Okay. Those are my 3 health wealth. Drink a lot of water, mind your business, and good sleep. So 8 p.m. Central Time, but it's more looking like 9 p.m. Maybe I might change the time to 9 p.m. now. Okay. Foster Frost, you already know. Okay. You are on OG in the house. You already know that that's me. So if I have to have my sleep, I have my sleep. But if you miss any of the class, you will find the link. You will find it on my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel is, if any of the OGs can drop it in the comment, that would be absolutely great. But the name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina on IG, on Instagram, everywhere. Do you recommend opening a brokerage? Absolutely. Beautiful as a way. I'm in Texas, in United States. Julius, click on that subscribe button. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Whenever we talked about it, it's right here. Bold, 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 bold. So we're going to be talking about that. Cool Dave. Cool Dave, let's all get our daily at me. So let's continue. Let's continue. I have been deviating a lot today. If you are just joining us, welcome in. Welcome in. Click on that follow button. If you haven't done so, click on the follow button. Let's get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. We are still at 7,200. Can we get it to 10,000 taps? Let's get it to 10,000 taps. And also let us share as well. Don't be the only one enjoying this. If you find this valuable, share out the live, repost, tap out the live. Let's get our daily at me. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Don't just sit here. You're doing us a disservice when you don't click on the follow button. You don't tap out the live. You do nothing. The algorithm assumes that you are a BOT, or you don't find value, or you're a scammer, aka latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Let's welcome you in 1K James, latest millionaire in. Thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Let's all get our daily admins. If you can give the galleries, that would be appreciated. Go popular, help this life. So let me continue. Lynn, latest millionaire in town. So where did you put your money, right? Where did I put my money? I found the lifestyle because the bills has to be paid, right? But then if you ask me personally, what did I do that got me to that multi-millionaire status in my 30s? What did I do? Okay. What I did differently was I will put my own numbers. Do not be scared about those numbers. Okay. Because you can start from wherever you are at. All right. But this should be your target. So on my bills and my lifestyle, for many years, I had it as between 40 to 50%. So it means that my bills, okay, thank you so much for the gift, right? My bills, first and foremost, was the 40 to 50% of my income. So it means that I was getting more income. The more income I got, remember I said I'm a vice president of technology. Felix, latest millionaire. I'm a vice president of technology. I did not get there. I did not get there in one day. There was a time when I was a senior. There was a time I'm moving. Like I said, I've told you the story why I pivoted from finance from a Fortune 500 company, and I moved to the technology space, right? Working in an oil and gas deep sea, company, right? I've told you that story, but I'll tell you the story some whenever we're talking about income, right? How to increase your income, right? So whenever that $30,000 increased, my lifestyle did not go with that 30,000. Maybe I took 5,000 out of it, right? My lifetime went up by 5,000, but the 25,000 was towards investing. So you see that I have about of in the eastern state. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. Just me and you. I'm not sure, right? A bit tough in the eastern state. Then do you have to remain in the eastern state? If the eastern state is not working, then move. You're not a tree. Remember, I told you, finance wasn't working for me. I changed to technology. Remember, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you, right? You know what is best for you. You work towards it and you achieve it. If one city, you're in California, is holding you back, move. Move. All right. You are not a tree. You are this one that decided to plant yourself there. Start looking for employment in other places. Look for remote jobs. Right? So don't let it to be too late. Don't stay too long. If I can pivot from finance and I move to technology, then I don't think moving from one place to the other is a big deal because you chose that location in the first place, or the job gave you that location in the first place. All right, just me. That's what I'm going to. What about your job not in other places? Your job is not in other places. I don't think there's any job that is not in other places, by the way. So even if you're saying that you're a federal worker, every state has its own parastatal. You can work there. You can work in those parastatals, right? So I don't know if what you mean by your job is not in other places. I mean, educate me. Maybe I might be able to help you. Prayer, latest millionaire in Prayer House, latest millionaire in If you're just joining us, welcome in. I click on that follow button and let's keep tapping out the live. Let me continue. Let me continue. Appreciating cash flowing asset, ETF, real estate, businesses. So I will it means that 40 to 50% of my income is going this way. That means that 50% to 60% over time was coming towards this end. I was once in Eastern State, by the way, right? Emmy, latest millionaire. I was once in the Eastern State and I had to choose places, and I've seen a lot of people that moved from the Eastern State, right? So, and moved to the, more favorable location. Location could be another thing, So 50 to 60% of my income was going this direction. And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 15,000. We typically will get to 60,000 every day. We're still under 30. So it goes to this side. Why is this very important? Because this one is a seed. This one, the cycle ends here. But this one, the money is almost like a money that you put away. Is a seed. It's germinated. This one, you eat it out. I understand, but my job. Okay. All right. You start germinating, right? It starts to germinate. And then it starts putting you different fruits. What are these fruits? If you put this one, if your seed, you put it in an investment called ETF or the stock market, you might have something called growth. You might have something called cash flow. All right, cash flow. What is this cash flow? It might be in a case of dividend income. Another thing, if you put it in something called real estate, you will have rental income. If you put it in businesses, you have business incomes or revenue or gross profit or net profit, right? You have things that business income, investment income. Guys, what is unique or what is common across all those things I said? Rental income, investment income, business income, rental income, dividend income. What is something that is common across all of those things? Sharing is caring. Thank you so much. That means you have to share. Can you share the live right now? Share the live right now. Reach latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Income. Kenny, thank you so much. Absolutely. So it means that you are having multiple income. Multiple income. What do you have here? What started it here? Income, lifestyle. Kenny, income started it here. But guess what? When you put your money on this side, this one is giving you depreciating lifestyle. This one is giving you asset. It's going to start giving you more income. And that is how you, guess what? It gets to a certain time, all these different incomes that you see here, this income is going to do what? It's going to start, it will grow so much that it replaces, is able to pay off for these, your lifestyle and your bills. Or your basic bills. And then it grows to a certain point that, guess what? It's going to replace your income. Then guess what? Remember what I said? Financial freedom. Right? Barry Aston. Financial freedom. Working because you want to work. Become work optional. Because right now, you have any six-figure salary, 120,000 a year, and you think that you have arrived. But what if your money can be generating that 120,000, $10,000 a month? Your asset, your money is now doing the work. Remember, your money would not rest. Your money is not tired. Your money does not clock in, it doesn't clock out. Your money is working 365 days, 24 hours, 30 days, non-stop is what your money is working. And then there is no way, there's never a cap. That is what is called compounding. Year 5 is like this. Then year 20 looks like this. The gap is like this. Like you suddenly become a multi-millionaire overnight. Just because what? Your money is just sitting there, doing the heavy lifting. The interest rate is doing it. Or the return on your investment is doing it. And of course, the longer time, the compounding effect. That's why they say compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And I do have Lina, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. Let's tap out the live, guys. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Let's tap out the live. Let's get our daily at me. Only 6 people have gotten their daily at me's. Let's get our daily at me. Ereptos, latest millionaire in town. That's how it works, guys. So this is what society told us. And this is the paycheck to paycheck cycle. This is it. But guess what? Put DG in the comment. DG, delay the gratification a little bit. Instead of you spending all your income. Yes, it will be painful. When I was building my $1 million status, it was painful. I could afford to buy the latest car. But guess what? I wasn't buying the latest car. Instead of buying the latest car, I was buying the not so good houses. I was buying the rundown houses. I was fixing it and I was renting it. Fixing it, I was renting it, and I built a double, as a family, built a double-digit real estate portfolio. Instead of using that money, there were times every single year we were buying at least 3 houses. We were started with 1, then it became 2, at times 3. And then I was getting tax advantages. And I'm going to be teaching you something on real estate. Why real estate, especially if you make 6-figure salary, don't make a mistake of not having business or real estate in it. Otherwise, you are throwing money away. You are blessing Uncle Sam when you could have been putting your money in your pocket. Right? Blessing Uncle Sam, and I'm going to be teaching you that. So, guess what? You delay the gratification. You put some of the money in asset that cash flow, asset that grows, okay? And of course, it's going to, guess what? It would start giving you something called cash flow. When it grows, guess what? It's still coming here. Now you can do all the travel. Agnes, latest millionaire. Yeah? You can now do the travel that you want to do. You want to be sipping coconut water because this is working for you. Is the term liquidation. What's that? Is the term liquidation. Can you explain what that means? Is the term liquidation. I'm not sure what that means. If you can put it in the full sentence. So think about it that way. You can now, guess what? Buy that MS. Oh, you want to buy that Mercedes? By all means, I will support you. In short, I will go with you to the car dealership and I would cheer you on. Everybody saw me talk about James yesterday that I said, oh, you know what? I love my RAV4. And I said, James, you are already a multi-millionaire. You are already retiring at 52. If you want to go and buy your car, you can buy it right now because he has already crossed this level. He's already put a lot in asset, and now he's supposed to start enjoying the fruit of your labor. That's why remember, there's also the peace wealth. Remember, there is the time. You have limited time, so you need to enjoy it. That's why you have Money Talk with Dr. Lina, but you also have Lifestyle with Dr. Lina, Amy, and 24M. You have Money Talk with Dr. Lina. You also have Lifestyle with Dr. Lina likes good things. But my good things that I have, right? It is not paid by my active income. It's not used. It's not it's not my VP income or nor my professor income that pays for it. It is what? It is the asset that pays for it. A house pays for my car note. One house, I told the story yesterday. It pays for my car note, a house that is fully paid off. That is what pays for the car note. I have traveled 22 countries and my goal is to travel the world. As the money compounds, what's the difference? When money compounds, when you put it in, it means that compounding means the rate at which money grows. The rate at which money grows, that's compounding. So compounding means between the interest rate and, the terms right there, between the interest rate and or the return on your investment plus the number of years that is sitting there. That's how long it's taking it to compound. How many years? What is the return? All those things determines it. Does that answer your question? All right. So now let's now talk about any questions so far. Any questions so far? So whenever you are building wealth, you already know that it's money, is your health wealth, because don't lose your health in the process of chasing money. Then you are now using that money to fix your health. Does that make sense? You chase money, you lose your health in the process. And now we now get the money. Now you're looking, that money is now what you're using to buy back your health. Social wealth, your peace wealth, all those LLC, do you have them? Do you have umbrella policy, insurance policy? Do you have beneficiaries on your account? Do you have a living trust? All those things. Time wealth and the term liquidation. I'm trying to understand what you mean, the term liquidation. Liquidation means my own understanding is liquidation means, you liquidate your money, you bring everything to liquid, like liquid cash. So, except I'm missing something. Time wealth. Money is just a tool, guys. In the process of you chasing money wealth, you're losing your time. You do money shift, afternoon shift, night shift, and of course, you're also on call. Right? Oh, okay. That's the part that you're talking about. You're doing on call because you're a medical doctor. That still doesn't change the fact that your health. And then you are living a luxurious life, trying to keep up with the Joneses, but you have student loan that is almost drowning you. And you think you don't need to do something differently. To the world, you have arrived. To the world, you're doing okay. But inside your closet, you already know that you're in tears. Inside your closet, you cannot sleep with your two eyes closed. That is not wealth. Because it's impacting your health, mental health, every single time. You're thinking, oh, I cannot pay this. I had this. That is mental health. Your health is degrading every single day. All right? So what should you do differently? Chase all. Delay the gratification. Stop impressing others. Stop compensating for what you don't have. Whenever you're trying to look wealthy, right? You want to look wealthy, show off that you have arrived, keeping up with the Joneses. It simply means that you're trying to compensate for what you don't have. Look at this guy, School of Adnor. Go and see all the multimillionaires and the billionaires. Go and see how they dress. And go and tell me how many. Check it today. Right? Go and check it every day. Go and check his videos. Check like 100 of them. And tell me how many of them is wearing Balenciaga or has gold from head to toe or is dressing with, and come and tell me how they dress. In short, most of the time they don't have a brand name. And that explains why 78% of the luxury item is actually purchased or is actually made. The purchase of luxury item, 78% of it is actually made by the middle class. So maybe the only thing you're going to see is a Patek watch on your head or something of that Rolex or something that's going to sell them, or maybe just a little gold back on the neck or something. That's it. No, it is not. I'm getting stronger every day. Okay? All right. So go and check it out. Go and check it out. All right. Now, having said that, so those are the kind of myth that we busted. Your income does not equal wealth. Your wealth is not just money. There's way more, 4 more things. Chase all of this. This is the triangle you need to chase. Stop taking your income. Hey, no, girl. How are you? Right? Instead of putting your income into depreciating lifestyle liability, just paying bills and lifestyle every single month, you are like a clockwork every single time. But guess what? Take some of it. Enjoy that life a little bit. Put some of it towards what's it called? Put some of it, hey twin, put some of it towards what? Towards asset. This asset will germinate, and that asset will do what? That asset will start, that it will now still fund your lifestyle. The only thing that changes this from this is that this builds you wealth, and then the delayed gratification in the mix. Hello, twin, welcome in. Yeah, how are you doing? So that's it. This is what you need to do. You want to, on your journey to wealth building, this is what we need to do. Let's keep tapping out there. If you are just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button. If you are just joining us, click on the follow button. Click on the follow button if you're just joining us. Welcome in. We're talking, now we're going to the right order to build wealth. The right order to build wealth is what we're going to talk about. And whenever we're talking about appreciating lifestyle liability, ETF, real estate, businesses, remember the goal is financial freedom. Money is just a tool. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Click on that follow button if you have not done that. Don't just sit here taking all the information. Make sure you click on the follow button, because how can I invest 10,000 in real estate? In real estate, we're going to be getting to real estate perpetual, right? There's so many strategies you can actually use. If you're a first-time homeowner, right? You're a first-time homeowner. If you're buying a property of 200,000, just add about $2,000 to that, and I believe if you raise 10,000, you can raise $2,000. You should be able to buy a property of 200,000. You know, if you're a first-time homeowner using an FHA loan, okay, FHA or conventional loan, right? And you can house hack and then go it from there. All right, awesome. So now let's go to this. The right order to build wealth. So it means that if there's a right order, there's also a wrong order, okay? There's a right order, there's also a wrong order. It might not really be about your income, guys. I just told you a story of somebody that just crossed $500,000. Our income did not change. Nothing changed, but it is the way she started building wealth the right way. So the first thing first, remember, it starts with what? It starts with something called income. Another option is inheritance or something called lottery. It starts with that. So, question: how many of us got an inheritance? Number two and number three. How many of us, if you have an inheritance, let me know. If you don't, just put no in the comment. Because some of us did not get our inheritance. We didn't get any. We did not get, okay. Original did not. Okay, all right. Nobody, all right. So it means, okay. But then, which one did you get? Out of all these three, which one is your wealth zero? Which one is your wealth? Which one is your foundation? Which one can you relate with out of these three? Income, inheritance, or lottery? Which one do you think pays your bills today? Income. Thank you so much. So whenever a lot of people will always ask me, Dr. Lina, so you are talking about this investment, where is it going to start from? I tell them, I'm not a magician. I will tell you what exactly I did. I'm not a magician. So in my own case, it started with income. The only inheritance that I got was discipline and education. Discipline and education. That's the only inheritance I got from my parents, okay? And I guess that's the same thing with a lot of people. And I don't even play lottery. I don't even pay all those things that they do. Because I know that even if I play it, I can never win, okay? Some people are lucky. Mine is not in this, my own luck is not in this way. Kenny as well. Let's quickly reset the life, okay? Let's quickly reset the life. If you're just joining us, welcome in. How are you doing? So good to have you. Yeah, welcome in. We're talking about the right order to build wealth, okay? And it starts with your income. So click on the follow button. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. And by the way, if you're just meeting me or you're welcome to this community, it's the $1 Million League. Those that are already millionaires and trying to scale to become multi-millionaires using the multi-millionaires wealth blueprint. That's what we follow. This is not about get rich quick scheme. This is not about this is about moderate risk investing, long-term generational wealth building. Google who Warren Buffett is or look up this guy. That will give you an idea of what we're doing here. This is for serious-minded people, people that want to build wealth. And you might be one person that, you know what, there's never been a millionaire in my family. I want to be that person. I want to be that trailblazer, and I'm going to break the record because this whole paycheck to paycheck cycle, it's not looking nice. It doesn't look good on me, and I don't want the next generation that comes after me to have that the same thing. Let me give you an instance. I was telling my son, and I said, he's a teenager. He already opened a Roth IRA, okay, and he worked this summer as a lifeguard, and whatever money he made, about 1,500. And he said he already has a Roth IRA, and he also has a brokerage account. This money goes into that account and has a little money for emergency fund, the same thing that I'm going to be teaching you today. And I told him, the other thing is that you're going to break this money, and I'm going to also be putting, even if it's $50 or whatever, every single month for you, or $20 every single month for you. It's going to be there. But one of the things that you need to promise me is that when you start working, you need to continue with that Roth IRA. And then when you graduate, you get married, and you start having kids, you need to do the same thing for your children. You need to open a Roth IRA, and then you teach them the same thing. You put the same money because I'm paying it forward and doing this for you right now. That is how you build generational wealth. And that's what we do here. Right? So this might be your own case. You might be the first person in your family. It takes one person to say, oh, you know where we're moving. Maybe you're the first generation immigrant, right? Warren Buffett rule. Yeah, Warren Buffett. Yeah, absolutely. Is never lose money. Okay? Never lose money. That's it. Never lose money. That's number two. Never forget the rule number one. I love that. Go Google that, right? Never lose money. Never forget rule number one. So that's the goal. So whenever I'm teaching you and telling you some things, it's different. That, okay, we don't do things like that. We protect our money and all of that. As a matter of fact, build, protect, transfer. Those are those three things. Build, protect, transfer. That's what we do here. Okay. So, and I'm going to be teaching you how to build today. All right. the right order to building wealth. So click on that follow button if you have not done so. And if you are just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. That's because I have a doctorate degree in strategic business and information management system. My day job is vice president of technology, and I do the lecturing on the side. I'm also a chartered accountant. I'm an economist as well, and I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio, which has given me the opportunity to get to that multimillionaire status in my 30s, right? I'm more than 30 right now. So, but in my 30s, years ago. All right. So if that looks like, and I'm just teaching you exactly what I use here. I've been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades and live paycheck to paycheck, lost money, make money, and I can tell you what has really worked for me. Okay. And that's exactly what I'm teaching you right here. Tonya, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So if you're just joining us, click on that follow button. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Get your daily at me. Share out the live. Only 7 people have gotten their daily at me's. Let's get our daily at me, guys. Let us get our daily at me's. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, let's all get our daily at me. And you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're doing us a disservice because the algorithm assumes that you don't find this valuable. Kwame, the governor, latest millionaire in town, right? Or just sees you as a BOT, or it just seems that, maybe you're a scammer, okay? So click on that follow button and let's enjoy the ride, okay? So tap out the live. We're still at 12,000 taps. We're going to 60,000. So let's keep tapping out the live so that I can do my own part of the teaching. Thank you so much, Tony, right? Thank you so much, Samu, as well. Thank you so much. Let's all click on that follow button if you have not done so. Awesome. So income, right? Every one of us agree that is this one. This is this is it, right? It starts with income. So in everything that we start with, you want to build your wealth. It starts with your income. So understanding that this income is the first step, it means that we need to understand and fix this income. And I'm going to tell you exactly the things that I did, plus some other things that you can do, right, to help you with this income. Number one is you want to increase this income. Increase your income. Increase the income. That's the number one thing. And you might be wondering, well, yeah, of course I want to increase my income. I'm going to tell you how with my own story, right? I was just telling just me right now. It says it's in the East Coast, right? But things are a bit tougher there. You're not a tree. Think about, you don't have to do it overnight. It might take you another 2 or 3 years for you to know the strategy that you're going to use, right, to move yourself from that situation. Thank you so much, Yana. Thank you so much for the roses, right? In my own case, let me tell you, how do you increase your income? Number one way to increase your income, which is my least favorite. My least favorite is number one, go back to school. So you already have a degree. If you're like somebody like me, I want to increase my income, I can decide to go back to school, either to pursue another career path, right? To get education. But this is my least favorite because it takes time, especially if you already have a degree, right? But let's assume that you are a lawyer. All of a sudden, you suddenly realize that, oh, you know what? I want to become a medical doctor. By the way, that is midlife crisis. Yeah, you're very. I respect you, but guess what? You are very, very confused, right? Yeah, yeah. That's the truth of the matter, right? Because you did how many years? Then you want to do. So how many years do you have to live to even enjoy the fruit of your labor? How many years? So. But let's assume, and I just use that as an example. So let's assume, just to give you an idea, I'm not saying literally, yours might be you are in one end of the field, but because they say, oh, this one is now having money, right? There's money on this side. You now say, oh, you know what? I have to go back and go and unlearn and spend 4 years again. Come on. But if you have to do that, maybe that's, for whatever reason you decide, maybe you are passion. It might also be a passion. What you should do is what? Get a scholarship. Dr. Fatima was here 2 days ago. Dr. Fatima is the director of admissions in UCLA, right? Admissions and scholarship in UCLA, and she comes here from time to time to teach us. And she was just saying 2 days ago that one of our students got 20,000 in scholarships. $20,000 in scholarship. And she had mentioned in the past how many millions of dollars it's unclaimed every single year. But most of the time, we just rush towards student loan, right? Have you explored the option of scholarships? And by the way, if you have kids, right, they can start applying for scholarships from the ninth grade, the middle they get to high school. So always remember that. That's part of the, thank you so much. That's part of the teaching that she taught. I'm not an expert in that. I'm not an expert in that. And there are different kind of scholarship. There's academic scholarships. There is something athletic related scholarship. There's scholarship, just the fact that you belong to a certain culture or tribe or whatever. There's that because you live in a certain state or community, your pay income or your income bracket, all of those things are also different kind of scholarship. A lot of times we do not explore these scholarships. So start it early so that you can get the scholarships. All right. So if you have to go back to school, consider the option of the free scholarships, right? And then once you get the education, of course, it's going to increase your income. One of the things that you want to take note here is the return on investment. Okay. Return on investment. What does this mean? Don't go on to college to study general studies, and you're going to pay 100,000 because you went to an Ivy League. Come on. People are in Nairobi and can work as tours and travel agents. Yeah, Vanessa, you know what I'm going to tell you? Come and learn it the right way. Learn it the right way, okay? Stop trying to do scamming. It doesn't, is that there's no money there. Everybody already knows those things that you're trying to do. All right, school scholarships. Yeah, let me laugh again. IFK, how are you? So good to see you. School scholarship, consider that. Open Secret Dancer, welcome in. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live. I know we are all locked, we have it locked in. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. We are so behind on our taps today. We are so behind on our daily admins. I know I've not been pushing that. If you can give the gallery, let's give the gallery. You do that in all those follow for follow, right? So why not do it here? Give the gallery, go popular, let's help this life as well. Share out the life as well. Invite your friends over. Let's all get a daily admin. Our goal is to get to at least 20 daily admins to make sure everyone clicks on the follow button to get to 60,000 taps at least. And of course, if you can give the gallery, that helps us. Go popular helps us in this community as well. Thank you all for getting your daily admins. You guys are absolutely amazing. Kemon, the latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And if you have been sitting there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you're doing us a disservice not clicking on that follow button, right? Because the algorithm assumes that you are a BOT or you don't find value or you are a scammer. One of those three. Which of them are you? Okay? Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you into the community of millionaires. Remember, earlier we talked about network. Your social wealth. Your network is your net worth. Join the community of millionaires. Who is that person claiming to be you? Yes, guys. By the way, thank you so much for bringing this, guys. By the way, please take notes. Can you see this again? If you have not clicked on the follow button, click on the follow button now. Why do I also say this? There are some miscreants, aka scammers, that have my pictures. They'll say they're Dr. Lina. They have a backup. This is the backup account. It's cryptocurrency. This is public service announcement. I don't have WhatsApp group. I will never share a phone number. As a matter of fact, I'm not following you just for this reason. I'm not going to be following anyone until we get verified. So you know if anybody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina, okay? If anybody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina. If they come into your inbox and they say, oh, come and do cryptocurrency, let me invest on your behalf, I don't do all of that, all right? Any of our product, you will find the link in the bio. the 90 days how to buy real estate in 90 days, the smart investing workshop, which is how to buy ETF, the courses that you saw that, right? The one-on-one, our best-selling one-on-one consultation, right? Wealth consultation, our mentorship, 90 days mentorship program, amazing. And of course, we have the ebook, the wealth blueprint, the path to financial freedom. Okay, those are the products that we have. And you're not going to send money anywhere, not Zelle. We know better than the payment is going to go through a secured payment gateway, which is Stripe. Okay, so we know better. Of course, I'm a doctor. Okay, so you know that I don't do all those kind of, dirty things. Okay, so if you haven't clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button now. Okay, and whenever that happens, when you see them, report and block. Okay, report and block. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Now, after this time, you're on your own. All right, you're on your own, because Chola, latest millionaire in town. If you haven't clicked on the follow button, take a minute to click on that follow button right now. We're going straight into it. But they do not have my name. If you look at it, it's going to be Money Talk with Dr. There might be a dot in front of it, Lina, right? They might have the picture. They might have a few of my content, right? Right? Cast, latest millionaire in town. And then if you look under, if you see the @ sign, my own name, when you have the @ sign, is @ Money Talk with Dr. Lina, right? @ sign. You see, this is one of them as well. It's @ sign Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Okay? And make sure you are checking that the Dr. Lina is DRLM. Let me put my name here so you guys know what you're. And the same thing on YouTube. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that. You suppose you can't go back to school. That's what we're talking about, original T-Boss, right? Before the miscreants came to disrupt my life. I can't wait. I can't wait to have that verification completed on TikTok. We don't have all this issue on IG because that is verified, right? On YouTube as well. So YouTube, Money Talk with Dr. And those that are just joining on YouTube, welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, trust me, you're missing a lot, okay? Because I release long form videos every single Sunday. Thank you so much for the gift, Kinte, and all of for getting your daily at me. Awesome. Let's continue. If you don't do school, right, which is my least favorite, thank you so much. If you don't do school, the second thing that you want to do, which is what Dr. Lina did about 16, 15 years ago, get a certification. I got a certification in my own case. This certification, right, remember I said I'm a chartered accountant, I'm an economist as well, right, and I was working in a corporate finance department of a Fortune 100 at the time, doing okay, but I realized that income was not going to make it for me, right? That income, I want to be financially free. I want to travel the world. And so I know that I have to do something different. I'm not going to do a 20 to 65, retiring at 65. As a matter of fact, I'm retiring in my 40s, right? I'm not doing that. Retiring to do lecturing. That's what that means. Work optional, right? So what did I do? I took certification because I realized people in technology department doing the same thing that I'm doing, right? They were earning more money than me and they were doing less job. So what I did was took a certification. The certification was less than $500. And of course, it took me 5 months to study, get the certification under my belt. And within that same 5 months, after 5 months, I got a job in an oil and gas company. In short, as a matter of fact, I got 2 offers. One was Schlumberger, which is not SLB, okay, Schlumberger, and the other one was McDermott, which is a deep sea oil and gas. It's a smaller company, but guess what? It was paying me higher. And of course, for me, it's the highest bidder, right? I went with the smaller company and just the certification, and I increased my income by $30,000. $30,000. Calculate what that is today. So you can do the same thing. Take a certification. Talk about return on investment. $500 to $30,000 versus $40,000 to, maybe an increment of $10,000. So whatever, always think about the return on investment in that skill that you want to get, What am I going to get in return when I go to, how long is it going to take me? How much do I need to put in it? And how much is my income? What is my potential? What potential can I, you know, what's my potential income? So that's it. Number 3, right? Number 3 is what is called supplement your income. I don't want to go back to school. Oh, thank you so much, Kente. I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to do all of this thing, no certification or whatever. Then you have to do the legwork, which is you have to do extra work. You can do something like you can ride Uber, okay? You can drive Uber. You can do Uber Eats. You can do DoorDash. And you are wondering, oh, thank you so much. Have a blessed night. Yeah. You know, guess what? A lot of us, you say, oh, you know what? What if somebody that knows you sees you driving Uber? And who cares? Is he paying your bills? Who cares? When you start putting that money towards investing and you start becoming financially free, you think that person, let's see who wins then. When you are retiring at age 50 and the person is still working to 65 because you drove the person one day. And what are the odds that you are going to even see the person? It's somebody that you know. And what happened to black shades and a face cap? If you're really concerned about what people think about you, remember, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save your ASS. All right? Let's tap out the life. Let's get it to 20. Fun, are we here? Right? Let's get it to 20,000 taps. I know we are all locked in today. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. And of course, let's also share. Thank you all. Let's quickly, because remember, we need to get to 60,000. And if you are just joining us, click on that follow button. Right? You just, Marian, latest millionaire, welcome in. Nobody cares. Even when they see you, nobody cares. You can do Uber Eats. You can do whatever. And you don't want to do that. You can rent your car on Toro over the weekend when you're not using the car. You can do, what's the other thing? Thank you so much for the roses. You can, what's this other one that they do? You can rent out you can rent a house and use it for rental arbitrage or for Airbnb. Agmon, latest millionaire in town. Right? True talk. A lot of people feel that, oh, you know, what if I tell you something? Don't be surprised if you see me one day, you see me cutting the yard. I cut my lawn of my house. I clean my swimming pool. Like I'm the pool, I fired my pool boy $200, and I fired my yard guy $35 a week, $70. That is $270. And I do it myself. I do it myself. What does that take from you? Because, oh, I'm a vice president. Oh, because I'm on a YouTube channel or I'm on a TikTok, whatever. Now you have arrived. Who cares? Don't be surprised if you see me cutting the lawn of, I cut the lawn of my properties at times. If the yard guy does not show up and I need to show a house, I do it. If I need to quickly put the house in order, you know, and the cleaner did not show up that day, who says I cannot do it? The only thing it takes is the mask and the gloves. The only thing I know is that that money would not smell of sweat because I cut the yard, and that money would not smell. You know, my multi-millionaire today doesn't smell of any of those things. So if you're still concerned about keeping up with the Joneses or what people say about you, the day that you need to, you know, maybe you got laid off on that job, or the day you need to pay that bills, those people better be the people coming to pay those bills for you. You better be able to go knock on those people's doors that you care about so much to be the one to pay the bills or to show up for you at retirement. Okay? Or pay your kids' education because you really care about what people say about you. Supplement your income. You can do affiliate marketing. You can do, you know, there's so many things you can do. You can sell on TT Shop. You can do social media. I mean, people are doing full-time social media right now because there's so much money. I mean, somebody literally makes $100,000 a month on social media. And you're still saying that, oh, I make $10,000. You have arrived. Come on. You need to think about the next big thing before the next big thing sweep you away, which is AI. AI is taking people's job left, right, and center. And you are still on that one stream of income because you are concerned about somebody else. One stream of income is close to no stream of income. Let that sink. Supplement your income. I've given you some ideas. Go on ChatGPT and Google. What ways can I supplement my income? Think about it, okay? If you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Number 4. This is another one that I also did. And a lot of people don't do this, by the way. I am not one of those people that is loyal to anybody. I'm only loyal to my God and my family, right? Not loyal in that place. And, I have integrity and all of that. But I'm not loyal to an employer. Why? Because if push comes to shove, if they have to choose between you and their revenue, they will choose their revenue anytime, any day. Because you are just a number. So tomorrow when you get to that your desk where you are working, that you have displayed your entire family history, all the pictures of your children and your grandchildren and your great friends and all of that, you've displayed. Can you pack some of it and take it back home? Because all you have with them is just a contract. You are just a number in the system. Take it from me, from somebody that's been there almost 20 years in the corporate world. Take it from me. To the executive position, vice president of technology. I'm telling you that. Why? 30,000 employees one day. Oracle. A friend of mine just got laid off in Microsoft. Quite a number of people every single day being laid off in all the different sectors. And you are still waiting and you are being loyal. So in my own case, I negotiate. And you're wondering, how do I negotiate? There's actually a template that I have on my page. I think it was December, that can help you with negotiation. Of course, you have to be good at what you're doing. Number 1. Number 2 is, when I mean negotiate, what are you benchmarking against when you're negotiating? Right? I was once a procurement and a sourcing manager for the Fortune 500, Fortune 100 company, right? And whenever we are doing, so I've gone to sourcing college, I've gone to negotiation college 1 and 2, major, latest millionaire in town, right? I've done all of that. One of it is that we do bidding, right? So it means that you need to have multiple offers. It means that if your current employer is giving you this, it means that you need to draft something called a resume. Put all your accomplishment there and put it out there. Know what you are worth right there. Every single year, you get a pay raise of 3%, 2%, or you don't even get any raise at all. But guess what? If you have to leave one job for the other, right? At least I tell you, coming from me that moved like 6 or 7 times, my own increase at the minimum, I must have a $10,000. At the minimum, $10,000 increase. And that's why I got to the vice president position quicker than so many people. Quicker. And of course, increasing my income. As a matter of fact, my job, I guess I was earning more than my boss. Why? Because she's been on that position for so long. Negotiate. So those are the 4 ways, right, that you can increase your income. And you want to pursue this. If there are any other ways that you can think of, drop it. Oh, there's the other one. Number 5, very, very important. Or maybe I need to add it to you here. Something called the free. Free. Go on Google Coursera. Harvard Business School. Udemy, YouTube, TikTok. Those platforms are not just for scrolling only, looking for who is dancing and those that it's not for entertainment. I hope you also know that it's for education. Harvard Business School, Free training is there. You'll be so shocked. This, Coursera, go there. Remember, employers pays for the skill. It's not about the paper. It is the skills that you have, especially if you have the first degree. It's the skill that you have. That's what they pay for. So if you got your skill from these free places and you can display that I have the skill set, you have an edge over a lot of people. And that's another way for you to increase your income. So in all things, it doesn't have to cost so much to increase. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's it. It doesn't cost not only not only for dancing. It's educational. All right. So that's how you increase your income. Now let's go to number 2. Now that we have fixed this income, what is the next step? The right order to building wealth. So if you are just joining us, welcome in. Yeah, let's quickly reset the live. Click on the follow button. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, welcome to the $1 Million League. We are talking about what's number 3, Harvard Business School. Harvard Business School, I proclaim. It's right there, by the way. Chris, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. I had to tune in and get focused. Absolutely. You'll find the recording on YouTube as well. If you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. And now we're releasing, I did not release the video today. Oh my God, Dr. Lina. Yeah, but I'm going to be releasing a video tomorrow. That's going to be 5 rules or 7 rules, right? In terms of wealth building. You would find that tomorrow. It's a 15 minutes or 10 minutes video. That's going to be. So if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel. If you have not clicked on the follow button, make sure you do that. On IG as well, it's also Money Talk with Dr. Lina. The name is the same thing. Either latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And Chris, latest millionaire in town as well. So if you're just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button. We're talking about the right order to build wealth. It starts with your income, except you want an inheritance, you got an inheritance, or you want a jackpot. Most of us, is this one only that we got, and we stick with that. Let's share out the life, guys. Let's share out the life. We're going to be talking, but it's a lot to take in. I have to reread literally. Yeah, but then you would find the video. There's going to be this video recording. The one for yesterday, you would find it there. And if you missed Sunday, for Sunday was family and finance. It's explosive. It's getting a lot of attention on YouTube right now. You go to the live session and you see I have maybe like 500 videos, maybe like close to like 500 videos right there on YouTube, because every single time I'm streaming on the TikTok, I'm also streaming on YouTube. July alone, because we have Financial Freedom Drive, at least I had 60 videos because I was teaching twice a day, every day. And a lot of people got their investment started, did their IO savings account. A lot of people started to figure out how to increase their income. All of the things, it got a lot of results, right? So if you missed that, you will find the video. Go and watch it. You'll find it in the live session, right, of my YouTube channel. And today's video, like this, if you are just joining and you missed the first session, the things we talked about earlier, you would find it on YouTube. Post the link. Can somebody help me post the link? How much do I make on TikTok? Like nothing. Nothing spectacular. Nothing. Maybe $2, $5 or whatever. That's why I said TikTok doesn't pay me nothing. Right? Nothing. So this is more about helping as many people. So maybe that's the more reason why you guys should, you should take it seriously, right? Because I am doing it. Yes. I am doing it out of my self-will. I cannot say that I've gotten $100, right? $100. And I've been, I am helping as many people, right? So take it from me. So if you also want to go in that space, and I wanted to drop a comment, if you want to go into the space of life, maybe when people gift and do all of that, maybe, right? When will you repeat ETF class? You'll find it on my page. Go on YouTube, Sam Laskeska, right? Click on go on the YouTube. There's so many ETF videos right there. You have it right there. But I'll be teaching that to, I'll start it today, but then I'll continue tomorrow as well. All right, Sam. Okay. But there's so many videos on ETF, right? So yeah, it's to God be the glory. To God be the glory. But you guys should also encourage us, okay? When you go into all those dancing life and all those kind of things, you gift them, you celebrate them. They don't have to even say click on the follow button. They don't say tap out the live. You do it naturally. So when you see educators, support them, okay? Support them. It's not like they really need the money, but whenever they're on the same platform, those that are dancing and shaking bum bum and the people that are doing something that is adding value to your life, right? They are put on the same level playing ground. It's not like it's separate entertainment and at the same time there's education. And no, everybody's on the same level playing field. So what you can do, instead of you going to do all those things, gifting all those things, and I'm not talking about mind alone, go in general when you see things that are educational, right? Use at that time is when you should actually gift them, because they're giving you things that you would typically pay a lot of money. They're teaching you for free. They're giving you their knowledge, their power, and their strength. So support them, okay? Support them. You said that today. You said that today, right? Thank you. You said that today. So we go there, you would gift, you would do lion, you would do cow, sheep, and all those dancing, whatever. You do all of those things. But then when you come to educational, you sit there, even they will be telling you, click on the follow button. Tap out the live is a problem. Share out the live. So let's do better. Let's do better. Click. Now you know that they don't pay us, they don't do anything. Maybe you think, they don't. It's not. I would never, I've been here for like close to 6 months and I can tell you, not even $100. Not $100. So, and this is from maybe somebody, maybe someone decides to do a super fan or something. Yeah. But that's not my goal is to teach and help as many people. So, but then you need to now do what you're supposed to do. Don't go into all those entertainment and whatever. Be doing lion, wasting your money and doing cow and sheep for something that has zero value. In short, some of them are even gossips. And you'll be wondering, what are they even talking about? You can't even sit there. But then it comes to educational, we all sit down, take all the information. It's changing my life. You're saying thank you. Thank with the gift as well. Because remember the reason, because those that you see all of these things that you see right here, you see this thing right here, there's a rating right there. Right now we are at the D2. We got to a C5, we drop back to a D2 because I'm just teaching and helping so many people. Instead of pushing all those, do this, give the gallery, nobody has, so far we are still at 13 daily admin. It costs you 1 penny. 1 penny. Let's do better. Okay? Let us do better. Right? Let us do better. I know of one person, Alex on a budget, and a lot of people are quitting this part as well because I lost crypto and what I spent, but you were teaching investment is a different thing. Yeah. This ball game, there's this lady, what's it called? Alex on a budget. On those YouTube, welcome in, click on that subscribe button. She came here, she was here for a whole month. She makes about $100,000 a month. She's made over $500,000 because she shares her information. And she was putting what she got in January. She was showing up consistently the whole of January. Maybe you will know her, Alex on a budget. She got maybe $2 or something. And she was just laughing. February, she was not on TikTok. Go and check her now. She doesn't show up on. So support those educational. Otherwise. All right. Awesome. Let's continue. Click on the follow button if you have not done so. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If you haven't clicked on that follow button, do that. Share out the live. Tap out the live. Let's get it to 50,000 taps. Whoa, I got to listen and practice. Awesome. Awesome. Now, let's go to number 2. Now you have fixed your income. Number 2, remember what we talked earlier, like the triangle. The first set You don't just rush quickly to go and say, okay, you know what, I'm going straight to investing. Because now you are super excited. FM Large, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. You're super excited to start investing now because your friend is investing. No, that's not the next thing. That is the wrong order to build wealth. The first thing first, you want to do what? Have your emergency fund. You see, this emergency fund has given some people free $400 in this community. If you have gotten your free $400, put it in the comment. Don't be ashamed. You got your free $400, drop it in the comment, courtesy of this community. Emergency fund. What is your emergency fund? I'm waiting on you guys. I'll call your names. You better start dropping your free $400. Drop the comment. You got your free $400, or you're on your way, right, to get the free $400. Drop it in the comment. What is the emergency fund? Uche, okay? I'll start mentioning you guys' name, except they are not here. Drop your names right now. Andrew. Kefia, latest millionaire in town. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button. Right, what is an emergency fund? Let's understand what an emergency fund is first of all. Emergency fund is your basic living. They know themselves. Don't worry, they will start mentioning it very soon. They know themselves. Emergency fund is basic living. It's your basic living expenses for 3 to 6 months. Your basic living expenses. Remember, emphasis. Everybody drop BLE in the comment. Drop BLE. And I'm still waiting on those people that made their $400. Drop it in the comment. BLE. BLE. Thank you so much. BLE. What is BLE? Your basic living expenses. Palm Kitchen. Your basic living expenses. That is what that is. Basic living expenses is just 4 things. Those on the YouTube, welcome in. Welcome in. Click on that subscribe button. Yeah. Click on the subscribe button. Means latest millionaire. Basic living expenses means basic is just as it is. It is basic and it's for your living and it's an expense. Right? True result. Latest millionaire income. What are these things? Your utilities, your transportation, your feeding, meaning groceries. Joel, thank you so much for saying that. And click on that subscribe button. Your utilities, your transportation, your housing, and of course, your groceries, meaning your feeding. So, in order of priorities, you're feeding because you want to, that keeps you alive. Your housing, you have one roof over your head. Utilities, because if you're in Texas like me, where the weather can go all the way to over 100 Fahrenheit. I'm in the forest, so I'm lucky for the halfway, right? The thing about it, if you are, the transportation, your house can be like a burning fire. You cannot survive it. You know that you should have your HVAC, your heating system, and your cooling system on point, right? Otherwise, you are not living, right? You're going to unalive yourself. And lastly is what? Transportation, because you need to move from. This could be bus pass, it could be train pass, it could be a car, it could be a bicycle, it could whatever transports you from one place to the other. Those are the 4 basic needs. Every other thing might be things that support that, like insurance. Because guess what? In a case where there is a job loss, income loss, you will not think of a shoe. Shopping mall is your worst enemy, right? Shopping mall is your worst enemy because you're not looking at it. Eating out is not what you're thinking. Uber Eats, Amazon, of course, you will not even remember Amazon. You will eat it at that time, right? So, but guess what? You still have to pay for your, you have to do all of that. You have to pay for transport. You have to have transportation. You have to have your feeding. You have to still eat. You have to have roof over your head. You have to sleep somewhere. And of course, you have to have your utilities on, right? Those are the 4 things that you need to have, okay? 4 things you need to have. Calculate this for 3 months. So let's say it's $2,000 multiplied by 3 months or 6 months. What determines 3 months or 6 months or 4 months or 5 months is a function of the kind of job that you do, is a function of stability in your family. You know all of those things. You will not look at yourself in the mirror. You will tell yourself the truth, right? Are you the weakest link on your job? Are you already getting performance improvement plan? Or you are the strongest on your job and you know you're in a field where if you lose your job today, the chances of getting a job tomorrow is right there, right? Those are the things that takes considers if it's 3 months or 6 months, right? If you are self-employed, you are thinking of 6 months to 12 months because your income is not stable, right? So that's a basic 3 months leave emergency fund, 3 to 12 months now, right? Basic living expenses. I don't have money at all. I don't even have any emergency fund for. Start with 1,000. Okay, start with $1,000. That's where you start. Once you have $1,000, then get it to 1,000. Get it to from 1,000. Get it to $1,000. Then from 1,000, get it 2,000. Get it to 1 month. Then increase it like that, like that. Keep contributing in it. You don't have a business in investing until you have fixed your emergency fund. Until you have fixed the emergency fund, the only thing that you can also be contributing to, right, when you are building this is something called your retirement fund. Why can you also be putting some money away? Because your employer is matching some of this or pension fund that any form of retirement that your employer is matching. Because if your employer is this is free money for you. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, for the fact. Joel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're for those on the YouTube side, make sure you click on the subscribe button. And if you're just joining us, welcome in. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. You've been here 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Can you elaborate on fixing? Fixing meaning get it, put it in an account. Put it in an account, put it in an high yield savings account. So where do you put this money? You put it in an high yield savings account. Why? What is an high yield savings account? Remember I said free $400 earlier, right? How do you know what is an high yield savings account? An high yield savings account is your regular account, but the only thing is that you get a better interest rate. A regular account with a better interest rate. So think about, I'm in the United States. So think about the equivalent in your country. So maybe like a Bank of America, maybe like a Bank of England, Bank of Canada, Bank of Nigeria, Bank of Ghana, Bank of Kenya, Bank of Sweden or Switzerland. All those big, you already know who they are. Very bureaucratic. They give you the least interest. As a matter of fact, they can seize your money and there's nothing you can do There's nothing you can do about it, right? Because they have all the customers. Now you can now open certain basic accounts, right? Money Market, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the repost. I'm in South America. Yes, Bank of South America. If there's something like that, but you already know what I'm talking about. So because I'm in the United States, so it's a little bit different for me. So that's why I can relate with the United States. So I can tell you that, but you already know what I'm talking about. Now, those big banks will give you, my own bank, which is Chase, Almighty Chase, will give you 0.01% on your money. But if you do an high-yield savings account, like a SoFi in the United States, will give you about 4%. And on top of this 4%, you're wondering where this $400 is going to come from. They would say, because you open an account with them, how can you do money market? We're not talking about money market. We're talking about emergency fund. Murphy, click on that follow button. We're going to talk about ETF later. All right? We're going to be talking about that later. And anybody that is interested in that topic, we're going to be talking about that. So make sure you click on that follow button. SoFi, 4% is what it's going to give you. It's going to also give you $400 if you do put your direct deposit in that. If maybe your paycheck, $1, $10, whatever amount, if you put it in that account, right, direct deposit from your employer and ACH, they will give you $400 as well. Now you're wondering, okay, but I don't know SoFi. Is it only just SoFi? No, it's not only just SoFi. How do you check it? Just go online, go on Google and check best IU. Oh, give me 1 second. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, do that on TikTok, because this recording of this video you will release tomorrow. You would see it tomorrow. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. This is, let me quickly, since I'm already on the page, before I show you what I wanted to show you. Becoming financially free, and of course building wealth. The journey to building wealth. So these are all recordings. Financial freedom. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcoming everyone. Okay. If you can see, I'm also streaming here, and those on YouTube, you can see. And we're going to be continuing. Yes. So if you can see, I'm streaming right now on YouTube, and can you see? These are videos right there. So you want to make sure that's the name. So make sure you go there and subscribe. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. You don't want to miss it. I have long form videos right there. Let me show you the videos that you're... Where are you? Right? These are videos. How to buy ETF versus real estate. All those kind of videos, you find it there. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So it's still the same name. You cannot miss it. It's still the same name. Okay. All right. Okay. So I wanted to show you something. Like, let's go on Google. Install. What did I just do? Remind me later. All right. So for you to find IU savings account, let me see if I have. Just go and type best IU savings account. Best IU savings account in your country, right? In August 2026, right? Best IU savings account. Can people out of US do it as well? That's what as SIP. Best just Google best IU savings account, right? This is the one in the United States. You'll be so surprised. Some people get in their own country, it's about 15%. If some people in Africa, right? Because it mimics the inflation. So is it money topic, Dr. Lina? No, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Just like let me try to put it here. If he's going to allow me. Can someone help me type it in? All the OGs in the house, can you help me type it in? It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Money Talk with Dr. Just the same thing as this. Melon, the latest millionaire. Just like this. Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Right there. The same name right there. Okay? That's the same thing. You don't want to miss. I release long form videos, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes video right there. So all you have to do is to go on Google, best IU savings account. Let me answer. Tang Maxen. Right. I hope that answered your question. When you Google best IU savings account in August 2026, put your country right there and you would see, right? So if you can see, there's SoFi, there is, so you can see, guys, best IU savings account in your country, drop it. There's CIT Bank, look at their review, make sure it is also FDIC or see, your country, right? Okay, bankrate.com, awesome, right? So do look at it and look at the interest. You can see the interest right here, 4% interest. E-Trade is doing 4% for 6 months and is also giving $400. But look at the review, 4.5. So far it's 4.8 review. It's giving you 3.8%, but it's also giving you $400 plus 0.7%. So at the end of the day, the interest is also higher than 4%. There's the CIT Bank, 4%, and of course, is the 0.35 boost. That's what it is. Just like that. There's a 4.3%, but guess what? This one doesn't look like it is FDIC insured. So you need to make sure, and you want a traditional bank where you can go in. You will see right here, It's capital one is 4.3%. It gives you 3%, but then there's nothing to, there's nothing else. It just gives you 3%. Okay, so best high yield savings account in your country and which month you're checking. Like so far, will give you $400. And why? Why do we put this money here? Or what money do we put there? Remember, is your high yield savings. I mean, is your emergency fund of 3 to 6 month living expenses. Why? Because it's for emergencies, right? It is for emergencies. So what is an emergency? Emergency will not say, oh, you know what? I'm going to be coming tomorrow. Emergency happens suddenly. So you need to make sure that it is liquid, right? It is liquid one, and also you can access it at any time. When emergency happens, you are sure that you are okay. Okay? When emergency happens, you know that you're okay. You have something. Otherwise, it's your safety net, right? Emergency fund is your safety net, such that in a case there is a job loss, there is a major car repair, there is a maybe health bills or whatever, you don't fall back into debt. Let's keep tapping now. Can we get it to 30,000 tab? We'll soon be wrapping up with the live. We'll soon be wrapping up. Let's get it to 30,000. We never even got to 50,000 today. And if you have not gotten your daily admin, let's all get our daily admins. Let's get our daily admins. And if you are just joining us, click on the follow button. Make sure you click on that follow button if you haven't done that. Let's not just sit here, take all the information, get all the value, and then tomorrow you are looking for me, and then the scammers follows you, and then you are super excited. Oh, the Dr. Lina just followed me. And so it's so laughing, because take the opportunity to click on the follow button now if you have not done so. We don't have cryptocurrency. We don't have a backup account. We don't have any of those things. Okay. I think you should pause and let all of. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Ken Monday. All right. Thank you so much, guys. You got it. Let everybody tap for. Let's get it to 30,000 taps. Let's all get it to 30,000 taps. Thank you so much. Let's all tap it out. It's a credit union. That's fine. Just know what you're investing in. Know that it is protected. Okay. Let's get it. Thank you so much. Right. Let's get it to 30. Let's keep tapping out. And let's all get out. Let's quickly do that. Let's do that. Thank you so much. And of course, if you are just joining us, click on that follow button. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated. If you have found value today, right? So if you found value today, appreciate Go Populars, appreciate if you can give the gallery. You do that in all those dancing and gossip life, although follow that has zero value to you, right? Thank you. So let's do it here. Let's do it here. This is a fertile ground, right? And now I sound like a pastor. But seriously, we need to do better when it comes to things like this. It amazes me when I go into certain lives and I'm seeing cows. They do cow, right? And I see something like shaking bomb and I'm like, you are learning so much. Hi Uche, welcome in. Yeah, so let's learn to, if you can see, leaked D2. So whenever I say, if you can do Go Populars, if you can give the galleries, you can get your daily admin. Daily admin is just 1 penny, guys. Daily admin is just, so why can I have a tax-free savings here or compound interest account here? I'm not teaching until we tap it out to 30,000. Somebody said, did you see that? So we are all testing, we are tapping out the light, we are gifting, we're getting our daily admin. So if you have not gotten your daily admin, or if you have not gifted the gallery, that would be much appreciated. Let's do that today. Let's do that today. Let's get it to 30,000. You see, because I did not push this, typically yesterday we were at almost 100,000 taps because I pushed it. But today I'm just going ahead with teaching. I'm just trying to test something. Can we just even do it without even asking, right? Can we do it without even asking? It becomes very frustrating when you're giving so much. It's about It's 3 minutes to midnight my time right now. And we started this at maybe 9:30 or 9:40, right? How did you learn so much? By helping others as well, right? How did I learn so much? Keep tapping out the life. Once you tap out the life, I will tell you how I learned so much. Get your daily at me. I'm not going to answer any question anymore. Right? It was one person that said, let's pause for 3 minutes. So I'm going to be following what that person said. Let's get our daily at me. Okay, I should always remind you. Okay, you know, but should we always do that? Or should we just do it naturally? Some people do it naturally here. Some people do it naturally here. I get so much last night. Unfortunately, I didn't get your notification when you came online. Did you subscribe to the YouTube channel Sound Like Answer? And let me show you guys. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, do that now. Take this 3 minutes, right? While we're tapping out the live, subscribe, go subscribe. Thanks, Dr. Lina, for teaching. You are most welcome, Eunice. You're most welcome. Give the gallery. Yeah, guys, don't just say thank you. Wait, what you are doing in those follow to follow. All those that do, what's it called again? Those gossip and the entertaining and the dancing, come and do it on education. One question I want to ask is that what are those people doing differently? Why is it? And then when you come to education, you don't do. I just want to understand why. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Let's just even have a one-on-one conversation. I typically don't talk about it. Why is it that you go to a live that somebody is just dancing, that they're just not even saying anything that makes sense? You come out of the live and you cannot say that, oh, this is one value that I got out of it, because we are in the same category of people. What does that mean? Those ones release their stress by entertaining them. So entertaining them, releasing their stress, but the stress remains there. But the stress remains, I'm trying to understand, but the stress remains because the bigger stress is coming. You do all those gifting, spend all your money, then you're coming out to have more stress. I mean, I'm trying to, that's the same reason I tell people invest for 10 years. Oh, it's a long time. I tell them, invest for 10 years and you become financially free. Dr. Lina, is a long time. But when I tell them, well, it's okay for you to work for 45 years, stress yourself for 45 years, clock in for 45 years, that's not long. Now I see the reason why there is so much poverty, so much poor, P-O-R, so much paycheck to paycheck. This one, we have to focus and stress our brain. Okay. Make sure okay, maybe I'll stop stressing you guys. Let's start playing music. Let's play music for you guys so that you would not stress your brain anymore. Okay, let's play music for you. Oh my God, people want to become millionaires. You think if becoming millionaires is just a joke? It is that easy. If it's that easy, guys, everybody will be millionaires. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, get your daily at me. Let's all get our daily at me's. Let us all get our daily at me's. And let's give the gallery. Now that I know, I played music now, okay? I'm playing music right now. All right, I'm not talking again. Okay, we are entertaining now. Give the gallery, tap out the live, share out the live. I'm not teaching. Okay, it's working. Okay. Okay, all right. Joel is laughing on the other side. Okay, let's listen to music. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. You guys, I think we need to have a community so that I can be doing all these things in the community. Right? We can be doing all these jokes in the community because. Okay, let's do. Okay, I'm waiting. Come on. Okay. Get your daily at me, okay? Get your daily at me. All right? All right, then you can give this as well, okay? It's there. Do that. Since I'm playing music right now, we are doing a test. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Actually, the numbers are going up. Wow. On seriousness in this world. Keep showing up. Would you come and visit and teach down here if I pay you away? Where? Let's continue with the meaningful lesson. Some people are ready. Where do you want me to teach? Tag Martin. Oh my god. I'm not still seeing the results, guys. I'm not seeing the results. My voice is beautiful. Oh my god, happy vibes, latest millionaire is done. Guys, this is not my natural state. Okay? This is not working. Let me continue teaching. Oh my goodness. I can't deal, guys. I can't deal. All right? Because it did not work as well. Because I did not see the cow, the sheep, and all of those things. You should be doing all those things. Oh my God. Let's be. Yep. All right. Awesome. Let's continue. So, emergency fund, 3 to 6 month living expenses. Joel said, please. Emergency fund. But you'll be so surprised. The numbers were going up, actually. You'll be so surprised. The numbers started going up. Yeah. Okay. Twin, thank you so much. Chase gives me 0.01%. SoFi gives you 4% and 400%, $400 for you opening that account. That is free money that you can use towards investing, right? SoFi, 4%, and as a matter of fact, 4%, if you put your money, taking the rule of 72, right? If you put your money in the Chase, this one, your money is going to take you, and you're wondering what's this rule of 72. I'm going to teach you that tomorrow. What is rule of 72? How long it's going to take your money to double? Okay? How long it's going to take your money to double? And that is the rule of 72. Take 72 divided by your interest. So with this 0.01, I keep hearing about SoFi today. If it must be a reason, okay? Yeah. 72 divided by 0.01, which is what I get in the bank, in my own bank. Let's do this one. Rule of 72. And 4%. We want to know how long it's going to take our $10,000 to become $20,000. 72 divided by 0.01. Someone drop it in the comment. 72 divided by 4. Someone drop it in the comment. And we'll soon be wrapping up with the live. So if you're just joining us, join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. Or make sure you turn on notification bell. Make sure you also subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina on YouTube as well. Subscribe there. And turn on notification bell. And I'm waiting on the results, guys. I'm waiting on the results. 72 divided by 0.01, 18 years. Thank you so much. So it's going to take you 18 years for the money to double, right? It's 18 years for your money to double here, and it's going to take you 7,200 years, right? For your money to double in this account. So where you put your money really matters. But most importantly, this money is just has to be liquid. Let's see. Somebody said, I just opened a trading 212 account. Please, which ETF or REITs should I invest? You know, this is what I'm talking about. The person came in, you've not even clicked on the follow button. You want me to, guys, did you see that? The minimum is that you want to get information from someone. The first thing first is for you to click a follow button because you found value, right? You want to get value. What have you, you you want me to tell you which one, right? You've not even clicked on that follow button. That's the yeah. Mate, yeah. Join us tomorrow. Mate, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And if you're like Matty and you have been here or you are just joining, click on that follow button, right? There's the ETF is really the difference between the two. You need to understand the difference between the two. ETF is exchange traded funds, is a basket of stocks of multiple companies. REIT on the other side is real estate investment trust. It's basically combination of companies of property companies. So it depends on your goal, right? The one is related to real estate, one is related to more different companies, different sector. As a matter of fact, instead of you focusing on one, why are you focusing on, instead of you focusing on just REIT, why not just like the real estate part of it? You're diversifying. That's key. But we're going to be talking about that today. Free information. Folks are not ready to sacrifice anything but need result. That's the issue. Yeah, and I think it's just the entitlement spirit. You see someone on social media, let's just do better. I think we need to do better, or you think that people on social media, so TikTok pays them, right? Okay, sorry, I got it wrong. I'm still learning. Right? But do latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, we're going to be talking all about that tomorrow, right? We're going to be talking all about that tomorrow. So join us tomorrow if you're just joining. Join us tomorrow. We've been here since 9:30 or 9:40, right? That's why we've been here. And if you missed the class, okay, you want to go back, you'll find the recording on YouTube. It will be released tomorrow. It's so much to take in, Yeah, so go back there's something to reference, okay? So put 7,200 years is what is going to take this money. However, why should you put, this is the only time you leave money in the bank. This is the only time. What do I mean? Even though you're getting 4%, because instead of these 18 years, you could do 5 years. Your money could double in 7 years. Now we are talking whenever you want to build wealth. 7 years, 5 years, then you are talking. All right? Then you are talking. All right? So you want to make sure that you are, and Shay, latest millionaire in town on the YouTube side. I can see you come through, the person that just subscribed on the YouTube side. So that's it. Can you see that? So why is this money in the bank? This is the only, I hope you know that your money that is seated in the bank, it's only 10% of it is there for reserve. 90% of it is already loaned out as credit card, as mortgages. It's not seated there. The bank is using your money to trade. They said you are not smart enough. They are smarter than you. They are using your money to trade, to do businesses. How do you think the banks are making money? How do you think they're declaring millions and billions every year? How? From your money. Because they are use your money to invest. Straight, not overnight success. Crypto dreams are a fad. We don't even talk about crypto here. Even though I have crypto, but I've been doing it since 13,000. So I still had it as long time investing. So even at 60,000, I am still profitable when it comes to crypto. So this emergency fund, it's basically your basic living expenses, 3 to 6 months, and it must be liquid, but every dollar must be generating something. It must be liquid, but every dollar must be generating something. All right. So that's the goal. And where do you put it? An IE savings account, because it gives you 4% versus 0.01%. Tomorrow we'll continue, and I'm going to be going to number 3. We're talking about the right order to build wealth. Don't just jump from one and to start investing. Don't. A lot of people make that mistake. Don't. This is how you increase your income. Today we talked about how do you increase your income, because it starts with your income. These are ways to increase your income right here. Number two, the next step, now that you've increased your income or working towards increase your income, you build your emergency fund, 3 to 6 month living basic living expenses, and you put it in an IU savings account, giving you a little bit of interest. The goal here, this money, you never put it in investment. A lot of people make this mistake. Oh, my money for my emergency is in investment. What if the day that you want to buy, emergency happens? That's when the stock market goes down. What are you going to do in that case? You're going to liquidate at a loss? Is that what you're going to do? That's why you keep it liquid, close to liquid as possible, accessible as possible, so that emergency Apple is your backup, automatic backup. That's what it is. All right. So tomorrow we'll continue to number 3. Tomorrow, as a matter of fact, we're going to talk about the debt payoff. We're going to start on the investing itself, dependent. But by the end of the week, we're going to end up by protection. So we're going to still be talking about debt payoff, right? Because it comes in play in terms of the right order to build wealth. Then the other part of it is that investing. What do you invest in? ETF will teach you about that. Real estate, ETF, REIT, or whatever, right? ETF will teach you that. Real estate will teach you that. And businesses. And why do we choose these 3 when it comes to investing? Why are we not talking about IU? Why are we not talking about crypto? Why are we not talking about individual stock? We're going to be teaching you all of that. How do you go about it? We're going to be teaching you all about, because you're building wealth the right way. And then we're going to end it with protection, right? We're going to end it with protection. So by the end of the week, think about it as a series. We started it yesterday, right? We'll continue tomorrow, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday, we'll start with the family and finance again. The exact step, the 6 things are what? The 10 things every family must have to build, protect, and transfer wealth. Nila, latest millionaire in town. So if you're just joining us, we're done with the live. Click on the follow button. I'm here 8 p.m. Central Time, but you want to turn on notification bell, right? You want to turn on notification bell, and also on YouTube, you want to go there and subscribe. If you haven't done it, I'm going to show you shortly. You want to go there and subscribe. I'm going to be releasing another video tomorrow. I have long form videos, how to invest, how to buy real estate. All of those videos I'm going to be showing you. You're going to be having it right there. So if you haven't subscribed, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. If anyone can, all the OGs in the house, if you can just help drop the link, that would be absolutely amazing. If you can drop the link to Money Talk with Dr. Lina to the YouTube, that would be absolutely great. But I'll be showing you shortly. I would also be showing the QR code so that you can scan it. And then once you scan it, once you subscribe, put done in the comment, and then you would be able to then I can point you in some of the direction of the videos that you need to watch. You're most welcome. So if you haven't gotten your daily admin, can we all get a daily admin? I think we only have about 4 more people. If we can get 4 more people, we're going to meet our goal for the day. It costs you 1 penny. Let's get our daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. And those on the YouTube, you guys are absolutely amazing. We'll be wrapping up with you right now. The video release is going to be there. The video will daily at me. It costs you 1 penny, right? It will be released tomorrow. Tomorrow you would see it, okay? So in case you miss any part, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, okay? Make sure you subscribe to that. So good to have each and every one of you today. And I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you turn on notification bell. If you haven't done that, make sure you do that immediately. Also, watch all the videos. Comment. Joelle, yes, you're most welcome. Joelle, comment, watch the videos. Don't just watch. Also comment and, do all those things. Yeah, right? And, watch the latest video. And that's absolutely great, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Now, For those on yes, you will message me, okay? You want to make sure it's on top, okay? Let me I want to just end the stream on the YouTube side so I can be able to show you